Alright, so our primary issue today, we got a McQuay RTU. Then it's not registering any duct pressure. Old system. Got these old Copeland semi-hermetics. I'm gonna see if I can get some of these service valves to reseat on the stems. There's a bunch of them leaking. This is a new account for us that we're trying to get back online. But another major issue is the system's not reading any static pressure. Now I've got the static pressure sensor, all the tubing's in place. I've got another sensor down there. It looks like it's tied into the automation. So I've got several points to see it through the automation. I mean, this for the system to monitor it, but it's not actually doing it. And it's telling the VFDs to run at 100%, but somebody locked the VFDs in at 40 Hertz maximum. So we need to go through and see if we can determine, just what is causing all of this and where's our problem beginning and ending. Alright, so I've confirmed that the pickup tubes sensing the air pressure on the duct is coming back. The first thing I'm going to try to do is I'm going to adjust our speed here and see if I can get this ramp to 60 Hertz and get any kind of reading at all at the main controller. What I want to be careful of is I don't want to start trying to chase my tail to verify every little thing. If I do this, I can manually see if I'm over ramping and going to cause any damage. So menu. Alright, 60 Hertz. So 1105 is the menu reference I was trying to find. But that's okay. So we're starting to ramp up. I just went to the assistant menu and tried to do it that way. Let's see if we get any response. No, we don't. Alright, so our sensor is working for sure, because what I just did is got this little T-fitting here. I just put a little pressure in my mouth, just very, very slight. You don't put a lot of pressure on that. We're talking inches of water column, not PSI. So I just put a real slight amount of pressure and got the sensor to respond. And it ended up ramping the fans down. So I'm wondering if I overdid it. Yeah, shut the fans off. I probably overdid it. So thinking sensitive. Alright, let's go in here. Yep, high limit. Okay. Let's clear that. Also having a pump down alarm issue. Go back. Airflow, enter, over. Alright, so it should start bringing the fan back up. What that tells me is the sensor, all that part of the system is working fine. The problem is on our pickup tube. So this is our pickup tube coming down here. We go up under and then we go straight down and disappear into down into the space there. So what I need to do is I'm going to have to get my ladder out, go to the second floor below me here, and try to chase this. See if I can get to it. It should start ramping the fan before I go chasing anything. I'm gonna wait for the fans to come back up first and see what there they go. All right, so now they're ramping back up. Let's see if now that I kind of jarred it, let me just make sure it's not gonna show anything this time. If I still don't get any pressure, then my next step is to go down, find where what probably happened is during the remodel that they had here a while back, they haven't had this thing running correctly since the remodel. And so it makes me think that they may have cut our pickup tube somewhere down in the space and it never got reconnected or fixed or anything else. And that's why we're not sensing anything, because this senses pressure down at the furthest point of the duct. It's supposed to be going down, you know, technically. Now they probably hooked this up on the second floor somewhere, but let's see if we show anything. Ramping up, ramping up. Nothing. Yeah, they must have cut it somewhere. So we're about to have to go pop ceiling tiles and chase it. See where it's at. But anyway, let's do a off. I want to inspect this blower cage. Let this thing ramp down all the way. Because something is seriously not right. Let's see what our alignment. Do not ever try to slow one of these down yourself, otherwise you will become a part of the blower assembly. Just warning you. Alright, so I'm inspecting the blower. Is there anything broke or out of the ordinary? Okay. Belts are fairly snug, but they're not too tight. That sheaves in poor shape. Yeah, both of the sheaves are in poor shape, but could be worse. That's what I'm looking for. Alright. Let's check this ring. There's a weight. There's another weight. I really feel like that fan needs to be balanced again though. Here's our bearing. Temp sensor. Oh, slide down here. So what I'm trying to see is if I have any of my pickup tubes come back in here. There's our supply temp thermistor. There's our fan status. There's another device down there. Another temp sensor. probably for the automation. Because you'll have automation sensors mixed in with equipment sensors. Nothing fruitful there. You can see down into the other your supply air louvers. Into the space. Okay, well, I don't see anything obvious up here, so we need to go get my ladder, go to the floor below us, come right underneath where the main power is on this unit, and start seeing if we can chase that pickup tube. Which is probably why they added this extension. But regardless, we need to see what's going on, because if I absolutely have to, I can put it back here, but I'm gonna go pick up an actual pickup tube and put in there a pitot tube to do it properly, instead of just doing a dump in the duct. Anyway, let's keep chasing this. It comes up and over and disappears up there, so we'll see where. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. So running up there, it came over, went through the wall, came to this point, literally just a few feet over, and then just was cut off. What it looks like to me was during the remodel, there's a piece of the duct that they decommissioned and just ended up, basically rerouting and doing something different with. When they did it, they just chopped these lines, and that was it. They don't go to absolutely anything. So to fix this, what I need to do is I need to go pick up a pitot tube pickup, install it there where that little tube goes in. Alright, so we've got an actual pickup tube now. We'll take and get it installed, pull this tube out, and this other line I'll rerun, hook it all up, we'll be good to go. So there it is. So we got that tapped down. I'll go back up to the roof and turn everything back on and see if we have any static pressure registering. and go from there. Okay. Auto. Alright, so now this has a PID in it that monitors and controls that output duct pressure. It hasn't worked in a very long time. So it way overshot upon initial startup, and it's very quickly bringing it back down. You can sit here and watch that static fall. And it ramped up to actually a full 60 hertz right at startup. But as it has ran, I'll come open this back up. As it has ran, it's been bringing that back down. Yeah, so we're down to 45 hertz and dropping. So, I mean, it's a cool day today, or at least morning. It's not hot out, so I don't expect the fan to be up very high. But this will definitely take care of a lot of their problems that they've been having. So, anyway, which at 40 hertz, you know, this time of year they've been over pressurizing, but during the hot months they haven't been able to generate enough pressure. It's been the big part of their problem. So this is really going to get that under control. That took care of that entirely. We've got several valves in here that are leaking at the stems, so I'm probably going to do this on a separate video, but we're going to get in here and see if we can get these valves to reseat. If not, then you know we'll end up having to replace them. But that is step number 1. So for the static call, that takes care of that. That's fixed. The fan, it's maybe a little out of balance, but it's not so much so that I'm too worried about it. So I'm probably just gonna let it go and just have them run it and just see what it does. Hopefully in the next 10-15 minutes this will be down to 1 inch and it'll be maintaining properly going forward.